Hi everyone, it's Effie, and this is not one of these days. I already finished the 14 days no sugar challenge, but this video is actually the conclusion of this challenge. And if you haven't watched any of the previous videos and you don't know anything about it, I will give you some background. If you did watch and you followed me, thank you very much. But stay along, because at the end of this video I will reveal all the great results and everything that happened to me. So again, let's go and give you a little bit of a background of what happened. So I gained about 40 pounds in 2-3 years, which is a lot, okay? My optimal weight should be around 180 to 200 pounds. And sadly, at the beginning of this challenge, 2 weeks ago, I was 242, which means I'm way, like maybe 40, I gained 40 pounds, but I am probably 50 pounds overweight. And about 2 months ago, I went to my doctor for an annual checkup, and he told me, dude, you are obese. And I was shocked because I'm not obese. I mean, you can see me, seriously, I don't look anywhere near obese, but my BMI, my body mass index, was 32.8, and anything over 30 is obese. So again, of course, if my optimal weight is 180 and I'm 242, obviously there is something wrong there. Also, my blood pressure was borderline high, meaning I was on average 149 over 98. 149 over 98 is a bit high. It should be 120 over 80. That's the optimal blood pressure. So here I am, a little bit, bordering high blood pressure, obese, gained 40 pounds in 2-3 years, and really I was tired, I was sleepy most of the day, I was sluggish, I couldn't concentrate, and my brain was foggy, and it's hard to understand, it's hard to even explain. You ever never experienced that? You probably won't know what I'm talking about, but it's like cloudy brain. Seriously, it's like hard to explain. My energy level was mostly down, but it was kind of swinging all day, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and it was really not a way to live. Now, I didn't know what causes all these things. My doctor said you should cut salt because of the high blood pressure. But he said, in overall, you need to lose weight. I knew that I need to lose weight. So, what did I choose to do? I decided to cut sugar. Why sugar? First of all, I'm addicted to sugar. I'm seriously, and I think most of us are addicted to sugar. I've never met anybody who says, I hate sugar, I hate sweets, right? We're all addicted to sugar in one form or another. So for me, sugar was all day, waking up, cup of coffee, pastry, another cup of coffee, pastry, another cup of coffee, pastry, eating something, finishing with dessert, and then another cup of coffee and pastry. My life was really spinning around or evolving around sugar. So, just by coincidence or divine inspiration or intervention, I came across this video on my YouTube feed. I saw this video by Dr. Eric Berg. Dr. Berg, by the way, promotes the Paleo diet. I don't know anything about it. I'm not following Dr. Eric Berg necessarily for that diet, but I saw that particular video. And that video was, what happened when you cut sugar from your diet for 14 days? That's what it was. So I looked at all the benefits that he listed, and almost every benefit he listed was relevant to me. It was incredible, like seriously, as if he was making this video just for Effie, and listing every single item on the list that I mentioned before, and said that once you cut sugar from your diet, what will happen. So I decided to take a challenge upon myself. It's not like a new trend. It's not that I saw it out there. I said, okay, Dr. Berg is talking about 14 days with no sugar. And I will do that. Let's see if he's right. Let's see if what's going on YouTube is real news or fake news. So I took a challenge upon myself to cut sugar from my diet for 14 days. I also decided to share it with the world so you can hold me accountable. It was very important to me to not to do it by myself, because many times we make decisions on our own and we want to do something and then, we just don't do it. You don't follow through. And when you put it out there, and especially publicly, and humiliate yourself like this, it was important for me to have a group of people around me to hold me accountable. So I posted every day for 14 days, actually for 15 days, to follow like what's going on, what's the whole process is like for me. And if you haven't watched the 14 videos of every day, you can go back to my page on Facebook, Effie Roddick Official, or you can find me on Instagram, or you can find me on YouTube. Wherever you watch me, look for Effie Roddick and you will find my page. So watch all these 14 videos because it's interesting to see the progress and how it all happened. And as an added bonus, you will also see me transforming into a hipster. You see with this all weird, nice. So this will also continue to grow as along with me losing weight. So if you don't follow me on all these channels that I mentioned, because more things are coming, other things, great things, and I will continue with weekly updates about the sugar diet and everything else that I'm doing. So follow me. Now, what happened in the whole process? So, as I said, I started 2 weeks ago, and at the beginning I was 242 pounds. And I decided to cut sugar only. Why sugar only and not, like cut sugar, cut carbs, start exercising, drink more water, I don't know, jump up and down? 2 reasons. One, focus on one thing. I'm talking about it all the time. It's a course, or actually a few courses that I'm going to release in the near future, and teaching you how to take control over your life. And one of the things in my course is the importance of focusing on one thing. And the reason it's important, when we do many things at once, we don't do nothing good. And also, the second reason, besides the focus on one thing, is I wanted to identify the effect. Meaning, if I do multiple things, I don't know which one of those things contributed to my success or failure. So I do digital marketing for over 20 years, and this is one of the things I consult my clients to do, and I do for them, and I live by it. You have to always test and see what's working and what's not. If you cannot identify and separate one thing at a time, it's really hard for you to know what was really working. So for me, again, it was focus on one thing and see what's going on. And it's easy, by the way. It's much easier to focus on one thing than multiple things. I don't think I would have been able to actually continue doing this diet for 14 days or 14 hours actually if I had multiple things cutting out of my regular diet. So sugar is one item. It's easy to do, and I went with that, and of course identifying what was the effect. So what did I do? When I went shopping, it was a little bit tedious, but it's very important and very healthy. I actually looked at every item I put in my shopping cart. I looked at the label to see if it contains sugar first, how much sugar, but most importantly, and that's the key here, if there is any added sugar, because added sugar is what's the bad thing here, right? Because some products, they have natural sugar in them. Milk, for example, has sugar in it naturally. Watermelon, of course, has sugar in it naturally. And these are good sugar. But the added sugar, the processed sugar, the corn syrup, the high fructose corn syrup, and any name they can come up with, fructose, glucose, etc., 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 anything on the label that said added sugar or added any one of these things, I just didn't get, I didn't buy, I didn't eat, I didn't put into my mouth for 14 days. I did eat berries, because they're good and they're not so sweet, and they're high in fiber and other things, but I decided not to eat high sugar fruits. So for example, I didn't eat melons and watermelons and all these things. I know people told me that it's not the same, you can eat them, and now of course I will start eating them. But for me it was important not to, to get my body used to any sugar. 14 days, no real sugar, no heavy sugar, and that's it. The first couple of days I had really terrible headache, like almost like migraine headache. It was really like cutting drug, like withdrawal symptoms. I had headaches, especially in my forehead here and here on the side. And I had some cravings for sugar, but it wasn't so bad. Actually, it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, and it wasn't as bad as even Dr. Berg said in his video. So I was surprised for somebody who actually ate sugar every day of my life, probably from the day I was born, to cut it off completely. It wasn't so bad, seriously. Another thing that is important to understand is that when you eat sugar, it makes you eat more of everything. And I don't understand, I really don't know how this thing works. I guess it's something, maybe doctors out there, professionals, you can maybe comment and share your wisdom to explain how it works. But every time I ate sugar, I immediately wanted to eat more. Obviously, I wanted to eat more sugar, but I also wanted to eat more of everything. So, in other words, if there was something sweet or with sugar added to it on the table with the full meal, with everything else, let's say there is mashed potatoes or sweet potatoes with extra sugar in it, or salad with a sweet dressing on it, or anything like that, I almost ate double. And an interesting fact, by the way, yesterday I ate a home-baked bread. I didn't bake it myself, somebody else did. And I could feel that there is kind of sugar in it. I ate 5 slices of it. 5 slices of the bread during my breakfast. And I knew something was wrong. I called the person that baked that bread, and she told me that yes, there was actually sugar in it. So you see how it works? It's very interesting. You just, a little bit of sugar in the bread, and I ate 5 slices. I'm sure that if there was no sugar there, I wouldn't eat more than 2. So there is something interesting about it. The moment I cut the sugar out of my diet, my overall food intake was cut by half probably. I don't eat much. I started to eat only 2 meals a day. I know people say you need to eat more, you need to have 5, 6 mini meals, whatever. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day, and all these things. I don't know. Maybe it's wrong, maybe it's right, maybe it's wrong. I don't know. But for me, I didn't need that. I wake up every morning, and until 10, 11, I don't eat anything. I don't have craving for food. I just drink water, and I want to go. That's it. And then when my stomach starts saying, hey, we need some food, I eat 1 meal, and then sometimes another meal. Yesterday I had only 1 meal with 5 slices of bread. But I didn't need anything afterwards, and that's the point here. By cutting sugar, you actually cut the need for other food. It's like almost like your body's changing immediately. So I ate half, but another added benefit is I drank much more. So I was, before I was drinking maybe 3-4 bottles of water, the small one, and now in the past 14 days I was drinking 8, 9, 10 bottles of water. I was walking around with cases of water, and that's also amazing, because I believe it's not only the sugar that helps. The sugar itself probably does not make me lose weight, but eating less and drinking more water helps to kind of flush away all the fat and everything else. So you're probably wondering about the results, right? So let's talk about the results. First of all, and most importantly, about the weight loss. The first 3 days, I didn't lose anything. I even gained 1 pound. If you followed and you watched the videos, the first day, I didn't lose anything. The second day, I actually gained 1 pound. I was 243. And I was a little bit disappointed about that. But I continued going. And then it started fluctuating, but it fluctuated down. So it started, going up and down. But overall, there was a downward trend. And for that, I'm thankful. I will reveal in a second how much I lost in total. But just bear with me a few more seconds. So then, after all these fluctuations and the ups and the downs, I'm glad to announce that after complete 14 days with no sugar, I lost 8 pounds. So there you go. So I started at 242, I went down to 234. And this is amazing, my friends. 8 pounds in 14 days. You know, 8 pounds, you go to the gym, just lift 8 pounds. It's pretty heavy. And I feel it in my body. So I'm thankful, and I will say in a minute what I'm going to do next, but I'm really thankful that I lost 8 pounds. I know that I will continue losing. And not only because I'm continuing the sugar without sugar, but I will add more things. But this for me was a big change. Now, as you remember, video number 1, if you didn't see, I will show a clip now. But when I started, I got up and I stood up here and I showed you my belly when it was 242 pounds. So here I am doing it again, and now look at me with only 8 pounds less. All right, there we go. Effie humiliates himself again, and side, see? So I'm wearing the same shirt I wore, and this is my belly after 14 days losing 8 pounds. And this is really nice, you see? I'm not going to lift my shirt, but anyway, this is the most amazing thing about this whole thing. So you can see, actually, I'll show you now the split between how I was before. Here I am. This is me before, and this is me today. See the difference? Very interesting. All right, so I lost 8 pounds, but it's not only about the 8 pounds that I lost. I'm sorry, not always, but I'm actually more awake. It's, you know what? I'm not drinking coffee. I cut the coffee for months already, but I'm not having coffee, or I didn't have even tea. Definitely not caffeinated tea. And without the coffee and without the tea, but without the sugar, I am probably 3 times more awake than I ever been. This is incredible. I am awake. I used to take naps sometimes in the middle of the day. I don't take naps anymore. I'm not tired anymore. Besides being awake, I'm also more focused. I'm focused like never before. You know, I was diagnosed with ADD, and there was a long period of my life that I took the ADD pill. I cut that long time ago, but even though I cut the ADD pill long time ago, I was still having ADD. So it was hard for me to focus on one thing for a long period of time. And now suddenly, without the sugar, I'm focused. It's almost as if this whole ADD diagnostic was wrong. It was sugar DD, not ADD. I mean, seriously, you try it yourself. You cut sugar, try it for one day, and you'll see what it does to you. It's amazing. So, awake, focused, my energy is through the roof. And not only it's through the roof, it is sustained throughout the day. From the moment I get up until the moment I go to bed, I am full of energy. Sometimes I need to actually meditate to put myself to sleep because I want to keep going. After 16 hours, 17 hours, 18 hours every day, I am with full energy. And you see, I'm shooting this video right now. It's about 20 minutes or 18 minutes or so into this video, and I'm talking, and I'm awake, and I'm focused, and I'm full of energy. And this is the magic of the no sugar. So hey, you know what? It's not about only losing weight. All these benefits are really, really important. I am sure. Oh, I forgot, of course, the blood pressure. I almost forgot about the blood pressure. Remember, I told you that my doctor said that the blood pressure was high. I mean, I checked my blood pressure for a week or so, and it was on average 149/98. And now it's back to average 120/80. And this is, again, incredible. So there's so many benefits about this no sugar thing. It's not only about losing weight, it's about many things. If you haven't tried it, try it. It will also make you, it will give you kind of a challenge for yourself to stick to something and go with it. All right, so to conclude the whole thing, what's next? Next, First of all, as I mentioned before, I am continuing with no sugar. I may, summer is coming. I'm not an angel. I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect, and my name is Nobody. This is a joke that I love to make. So, I'm not perfect, and I'm not an angel, but and the summer is coming, so I probably will grab an ice cream here or a treat there, but definitely not on a regular basis. For me, sugar is out of my diet, and for as long as I can, and I know it will be probably forever because I know the great benefits. There is no reason for me whatsoever to continue and eating sugar, added sugar again. This is not something that I can continue like do every day all the time. I will probably have some sugar here and there, but for me, it's a lifestyle now. It's no longer a challenge. I am traveling soon, so I will be out of the country for about 3 weeks. And when I'm coming back, so it's when you travel, it's really hard to really stick to anything. Not the sugar I will stick because it's kind of easy, but to add something new, especially when you travel, it's really hard. Different countries and different places, and reading the labels, etc. However, when I come back, which will be around mid-June, I intend to cut something else, either gluten or carbs, or both. I know they're kind of close relatives, right? You cut carbs, most of the carbs are gluten and etc. But I'm about to cut the carbs or gluten or both. But this will be coming, and I will decide if I want to do it again as the challenge. Cut the carbs, cut the gluten for 14 days again, and do another 14 video series. I don't know, we'll see. If you wanted to see it, if you think it's a good idea, comment on this video or direct message me and let me know. But that's coming back. Also, I'm going back to exercise. I used to exercise a lot and I stopped doing that. So I'm going back to exercise. Definitely I'm going to walk for 30 minutes every day. This is so important. It gets your blood running, it gets your body moving, and I heard many great benefits from walking at least 30 minutes a day. So I'm definitely going to walk 30 minutes a day, weather permitting, unless it's like washout like we had in the past couple of days in New York. What the hell was that? I mean, seriously, we're in the middle of May, and in the past 2 days we had very cold temperatures, and it was pouring rain all day. Damn. So, weather permitting, I will go and I will walk for 20 minutes or so. Swim. I used to swim a lot. I used to love swimming. So I'm going back to swimming. In fact, today, after shooting this video, after editing this video, after posting this video, I'm actually going not so far from here, and I'm going to sign up for the gym slash pool. Very beautiful pool. And if you live in New York City, by the way, just so you know, you don't have to pay a lot of money to go to the gym with the pool. The city has beautiful pools and gyms, and it costs only $70 for 6 months, not per month. It's $70 for 6 months. All 6 months, $70. For a whole year, it's $140, and you get access to all 5 boroughs of New York City, all the public pools, all the public gyms, and I don't know why you should pay $200 to a private gym. I mean, there's nothing different there. There are people, beautiful people, exercising. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to swim 2-3 times a week, and I'm going to use my Bowflex that is being used now as as a hanger for my clothes. No, not really, but it's folded and it's in a corner in a room behind this wall, and I'm probably going to use it. Or if not using it, I definitely will use the gym, the public gym, but one way or another, walking 30 minutes a day, swimming, and 2 or 3 times a week, and also exercising and 2-3 times a week as well, and doing some movements, some cardio, some weightlifting. We'll see. I will continue update you guys weekly on the progress in general, because you probably want to know now. Did he get back to 200 pounds? This is where I started, right? So, did I get to 200 pounds? Did I go down to 180 pounds? Am I eating sugar? Did I fall back to my old habits? What happened to Effie? Stay tuned. So, I will continue updating on a weekly basis on everything I do. And if you don't follow me yet, shame on you. You need to follow me because more important things are coming very, very soon. My videos will not be about sugar and diet and all this stuff. It will be about really other important things. And to finalize and to wrap this whole thing after 25 minutes of talking non-stop with no teleprompter, this is really amazing. I never knew that I can do that, actually, to shoot a video for 25 minutes and talk with non-stop. Okay, good to know. So, more things are coming, and to wrap this whole thing and to say, I want to say thank you to my personal doctor. Thank you to Dr. Eric Berg that posted this video, and he has many videos. If you don't know who he is, you can go on YouTube, search for Dr. Eric Berg, and you'll see all his amazing videos. Again, he's promoting the paleo diet, but he has amazing videos about the effects of sugar and really, really good stuff. And to all of you, I really, really want to thank you. You know, sometimes we don't know the effect that we have on other people. I don't know all of you. I've seen all these amazing view counts, so I know many people watch the videos, but I don't know each and every one of you. But by watching the videos, you actually help me. I know it's incredible. You don't know that you do anything, but by watching these videos, because I did it publicly to hold myself accountable, by watching and definitely by commenting, either directly under the videos or in person when you approach me, by supporting me and thanking me and telling me that you started your own challenges and all these things, I mean, really, really, it warmed my heart. I'm glad that I could help others as well, but I thank you for watching. I thank you for following. I thank you for supporting. And as I said, more amazing, beautiful things are coming. Stay tuned. I love you all. Enjoy yourself. And as I finished each and every one of these videos in the past 2 weeks, stay happy, stay healthy, and stay away from sugar. And until next time, enjoy yourself. Bye-bye.